Hey guys and girls, I'm back. Attack on Titan Season 3. Gonna continue on the hype train. And yes, as you guys may have noticed, I didn't mention this in the previous videos, so I'll mention it here now. We've changed our camera angle slightly. I'm starting to get used to it, okay, this brand new camera angle. I don't know if you guys like it or not. Leave it in the comment sections down below to any of the videos that have this brand new camera angle adjustment, to let me know whether it's a good change for you guys or not, or whether you want to go back to the original camera angle settings. All right, but for now it looks pretty good. All right, a bit of change of scenery, a bit of change of pace, okay, and perspective of my reactions. I think this one looks a little bit better. You get to see a bit more of my side view of my face, as if I am staring at the monitor, staring at the screen, watching, rather than staring more towards the front of my face, seeing a front POV spread shot of the full panoramic view of the frontal lobe of the cortex of my face. I don't think some people actually like seeing a frontal POV, okay, of a reaction video of somebody's face. My personal taste is seeing somebody view it kind of like from an angle from the side, as if you're actually watching them watch TV. Alright, nobody watches somebody watch TV by watching the front of their face. Personally, that's kind of weird. So that's the reason why I've changed up the camera angle slightly. Hopefully it's to your liking. If not, you guys just let me know in your droves of criticisms and disgust and displeasure, alright, in the comments, and I'll revert it back to normal. Alright, so we're continuing on with the hunt for Eren and Krista. They lost them, and we ended the episode off on Krista and Eren being kept in a shed somewhere with, I guess, Krista's dad, the true Rice King. Alright, meanwhile, you got this usurper, this fake imposter Omogos of a Rice King sitting on the throne. And yeah, I don't know what that's all about, because the guy that was being interrogated said the Rice family is the true royal family. Well, I thought there was only one royal family. Who's this other royal family you guys are referring to? And by the way, also they mentioned Mikasa Ackerman and Levi Ackerman. I can't wait until they explain a little bit further about that. How are you two related? Huh? Ooh, Jackie Chan meme. Ooh, I wasn't expecting such a knowledge bomb dialogue drop there by the end of Fiddlesticks, Lenny Henry, Kenny the Ripper, Jack the Ripper, right there, man. Holy shit. And the amount of pain that happened last episode, I don't even want to think about it. So many people got deleted, so many nails got pulled off fingers, so much screaming. Oh, it makes me just want to cringe out of my fucking asshole, man. Holy shit. But in any case, guys, alright, let's get on with episode 40 now, shall we? Let's go. Oh, starting with the opening. Look at her face. Fucking Sasha's tongue sticking out there like. Oh. So your mum was a thought. Your mum was you know, she worked in the whorehouse. Oh, she looks so cute! What happened?
はじめまして、ヒストリア。私はロッド・レイス。君の父親だ。その男性は、この土地を治める領主の名前を名乗る。困りますな、レイス卿。このようなものはご容赦いただきたい。 ウォールマリアが破られたことで不安に襲われましたか？
私とは何の関係もありません。
おお、それは本当ですか、レイスケを。仕方ない。この二人は私と何の関係もない。やはりそうでしたか。
何をお前さえ産まなければ。ここよりずっと遠くの地でつつましく生きるのであれば見逃してやってはどうかと。
君の名はクリスタ・レンズだ。
うん。
そうだよ、ヒストリア。私たちレイスケこそが本当の王家なんだ。そしてお前こそが人類を救うことのできる唯一の存在なんだよ。
I can't believe she's like suddenly the center of attention in this show. You never would have suspected this after just having watched season 1.
そこから推測するに、ユミルは壁の外をうろつく巨人の一人で、ベルトルトやライナー、兄の仲間を食べたんだと思う。当然巨人は人を食べても人には戻らない。しかし、ライナーたちの仲間なら、それは巨人化の能力を有した人間だろう。先日の戦いで、ライナーは逃げたエレンに巨人を投げつけたという。巨人を操れるというエレンの叫びの力を他の巨人に移そうとしたんじゃないか。
Oh!
だとすれば、エレンは器であって交換可能な存在なんだ。私はエルヴィンにレイスケの情報を伝えてくるよ。結果を待ってるはずだからね。
I'm gonna have to watch that bit again in the post reaction discussion part before I can talk to you guys about it, because I barely was able to comprehend all of that just from one watch. Oh my god.
王政を打倒します。わしも王に銃口を向けねばなるまいと。もし私の推測が正しければ、今回の計画において武力を行使するつもりはありません。やはりそうだったか。どうやら私の賭けは当たりだったようです。司令、捕らえた中央憲兵が自白しました。現在の王家は本物ではありません。レイスケが本当の王。
What? The current one is a fraud?
現在リヴァイたちがエレンとヒストリ
Well,
ア
what are their names then, the current royal family?
を奪還し、ヒストリアレイスを女王に即位させます。真に王家の血を継ぐ者として。エルヴィン団長、中央憲兵が団長に出頭を命じてます。
Yeah, good luck with that.
組織殺人の容疑だと騒いでます。
As if he's gonna just turn himself in.
敵もただ手をこまねいているばかりではないようだ。
Who'd you take him for, huh? Also, now that Erwin only has one arm,
俺は調査兵の全ての顔を
and can you like get a prosthetic arm or something?
判断に従って動け。
Like, what use are you now with just one arm,
調査兵団団長
except for looking badass?
調査兵団は用済みになったリーブス会長を口封じのため殺害。実行犯は現在エレンを連れて逃亡中と思われ、その行為は人類憲章第6条に抵触する。当然内容は知っているな。個々の利益を優先し、人類の存続を脅かした罪だろう。その通り。ではここに同法への重大な違反を認め、
Oh! The entire Survey Corps are now considered heretics.
主人に近づくな、悪党め。
先のトロストク襲撃時、リーブス氏は財産を持ち出すため、避難の遅れを招いた。
だから殺して当然だっていうの。
しかし、トロストクが破綻寸前まで追い詰められたこの状況下では、町に踏みとどまり、あらゆる手を尽くして、行くあてのない人々を支援し、復興を目指したこの無念、私が必ず。私の父は教員でした。 その日は歴史を学びました。
Oh, so Mr. Reeves turned out to be a good guy after all.
壁の中に逃げ込み、100年の平和を実現させた。王政の配布する歴史書には数多くの謎と矛盾が存在すると。
Contradictions that plague the government information books. Wow. What a surprise. Just like in real life.
助けられるほど父は家には帰って
My
遠く離れた町で事故に遭って
he died of an accident
国により
far away.
王政に殺されたのだ。
Silenced by the government. Just like in real life.
逃げ込んだ人類は王によって統治しやすいように記憶を改ざんされた。しかし彼らについて分かったことは一つ。彼らが守りたいのは人類
They aren't trying.
彼らの庭付きの家と地だけ。むしろ自分たちの権利が脅かされるのならば、その相手が誰だろうと排除する。やはり父の死に正当性は微塵もなかった。
This is just like real life. We live in a society. Yeah, sure we fucking do, right? We sure fucking do. Living in a society full of sheeple, being controlled by the Illuminati overlord corporation.
これが事実なら調査兵団は解散状態です。午後には山狩りが行われるというし。
ベース橋領地まであと1日はかかるはずだ。その間になんとか策を講じるしかねえ。
兵長、足音です。こっちに向かってきます。
Ah! Ah! No! Ah! This show is too good. I didn't think the show would take a turn in this direction, but holy crap, is this so good.
命を捨てる者、正義を信じる者、町を守る者、勇気を振り絞る人の思いが皆に戦う勇気を与える。次回、信頼。
Next episode, trust. There's a whole lot of that not existing in this show, man. After everything that we've just found out about the revelations of human society from this show. Oh my god, I don't even know where to begin, guys. Okay, this is gonna be probably one of the longest videos I've made in a long time. We're gonna be here for a while discussing the amount of revelations this one episode managed to knowledge bomb, knowledge drop, knowledge dump on us about the whole general premise about this show. Oh, where do I even begin? Oh my god. So let's go in chronological order as best we can, and if I end up stumbling over my words and getting lost and confused, I'll, you know, chop it up in post-production. You guys won't see it, but I'll be pausing and skipping along the video player to see where next in the episode we can stop at to talk about. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is Historia, okay, or Krista. Okay, so her whole character has suddenly just blown up out of proportions, okay, in the second season and now here in the third season. Because in the first season, Krista was just like, you know, some carefree, happy, bumbly, positive, you know, cute looking girl that just happened to not really seem like she fit in to the Survey Corps and just the sheer depression and brutality of the nature of the show. But hey, you gotta keep some cute looking waifu positivity girl in there, right? Just to keep up some optimism, alright? Just to make the show a little bit lighthearted when it gets far too depressing. That's how I saw Krista back in season 1. But then suddenly in season 2, you find out that she's the heir to the throne. She's some royal blood girl. And also she skyrocketed up the fucking waifu chart, man. Holy shit. Krista in season 2, or Historia, whoever, whatever you want to call her, she was just grade A waifu material by the end of season 2. And now in season 3, you find out from her backstory about how I guess she was just some unwanted child from her whorehouse mother, and the true king of humanity and she ended up was about to get killed, but then she got spared and lived a life of anonymity and isolation off in the countryside somewhere in exchange for her life getting spared by the king. And she was actually indeed the true heir to Lord Rice. Okay, welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker. She was the heir to the rice fields, and now she's trying to reassert her dominance over human society and the throne, but the existing Illuminati overlords of the ecclesiarchy, of the government, of the Imperium of Man, okay, don't want her around because they see her as a threat to their current authority of gluttony and arrogance and decadence and indulgence of corruption. And they want to execute her and get rid of her, and also Fatty Kung Lord Rice. And they've been trying to hunt her ever since. I'm just salivating at the thought of this bullshit, man. I didn't like her backstory at all. Fucking Krista's mom, man. What the fuck was her problem? So she used to be some thought, okay, back in the previous life, before she got axed off by Lord Kenny Kung Fiddlesticks, okay, Jack the Ripper. So she was just some countryside girl, and I guess she fell in love with the king, and the king knocked her up, and she ended up having a child that she never wanted. And now she was getting hunted by the Secret Service that were trying to get rid of her and also the child and also Lord Ricefields. And I guess that was the reason why she was under so much stress, because she was constantly getting hunted by the usurper, the imposter, Amogos, fraud, royal family, and their Secret Service members of the Assassin's Guild, the Syndicate, okay, of Kenny the Ripper. So maybe that was the reason why she was so stressed out and regretted ever having Krista and wished nothing of this ever happened. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Krista, man, as if she wasn't cute enough as a waifu in season 1, 2, and now 3. When she was back as just a child there in her kiddie form, oh, she was so cute. She was like, oh, Raka back in My Hero Academia when you got to see her in her childhood flashback. Oh, just chibi Krista was just so fucking adorable, and all she wanted was a hug from her mom, and then she did that, you know, diving air hug that you do in anime. There's a specific term for it. I can't remember what it is from the top of my head. Just diving in mid-air for that hug. And then her mom just like fucking kneed her in the face and just like somersaulted her and kicked her to the side. And suddenly she started bleeding out of both of her nostrils. And then she's like, I wish you were never born. I wish I fucking killed you when I had the chance, but I hesitated. Yeah, mum of the year right there. Holy shit. This show just has no positivity. This show is just raw, unadulterated depression and just frank, unfiltered negativity of society. It is cynical. It is just so rays of depression and darkness, self-reflecting, self-analogous to the reality of real-life human society. In that real-life human society and real life is a piece of shit, alright? Real life is full of this hypocrisy and indulgence and gluttony and self-decadence and corporations and serving the overlord Illuminati government and being a part of sheeple society, being a cog in the conveyor belt, being good little worker bee slaves, okay, just to continue filling the lining pockets of your fucking corrupted scum Illuminati overlords and the royal family and all of the other members of this alien cult of the church and the ecclesiarchy, and anyone that says or does anything that's controversial and crosses boundaries over their comfort zone of what they're allowed to be enjoying as a mere minor sheep, okay, of this grand scheme. Pure evil will get silenced and axed off because you're considered a heretic. And then in the end, her mum got slashed. Oh, right in front of Krista, man. She got thrown to her knees, bent her neck up, her head up into the air, and then her fucking throat got slit once again by Jack the Ripper by Fiddlesticks. Oh, it was just so sad. Just Krista there having to watch her. Well, I mean, her mum was a bit of a dick, but hey, you know, it's still her mum. But Krista there just watching her mum just get fucking decapitated and then just, you know, flopped to the floor like a limp dick and then just gushing out blood all over the ground like that. Baby Krista was so cute. Why would you, as the mum and as the dad, okay, putting aside all the corporate corrupted governmental schemes trying to assassinate them all in order to preserve the continuation of the fraud of the throne lineage, all right? Why, as the mum, would you neglect such a beautiful, cute waifu? I mean, did you take a couple of seconds or minutes to appreciate just how fucking gorgeous Krista looks so far in season 3? Ever since they removed her, like, you know, just overly detailed and like lipstick looking lips, and they go back to the sort of generic anime-esque, you know, no makeup sort of looking lips, you know, the same color as the rest of their face skin sort of looking lips. Oh damn, Krista, man, holy shit, she's getting fucking hotter by the episode. Oh man, Krista's so fucking, she's glamour model babe levels of gorgeousness. I can't believe Krista used to be some insignificant character back in season 1, and now she's the center of attention. She is literally the savior of mankind. She is the rightful heir, the empress, the queen to the throne, and everyone right now is trying to either get rid of her or trying to save her. It's like capture the flag. It's like trying to defend the objective. It's like, what was it? Detonate the bomb. Alright, Bomb Squad, Team Deathmatch Maker on any of your FPS shooter games, alright? It's one of those. You gotta protect the package, deliver the payload, which is Krista back onto the throne and get rid of the usurper, false king, whoever that guy is, just sitting there on the throne being like a lazy piece of shit, like, I'm the true king. No, you're not. You're an imposter, Amogos. Meanwhile, Eren, once again being a running gag of this show, says, I'm gonna kill every Titan. I will save everybody. I will become a champion of justice. Oh, look. What is this now? Third or fourth time round? He got his ass handed to him and he's once again tied up, BDSM, ball gagged, and he's been kidnapped. Again. Oh, just Eren, man, he just keeps taking L's. He just can't get a W to save his life. The guy is just such a fucking clown. Alright guys, this is it. The most important part of the episode, okay, that we're going to talk about. And it's going to take a while because I'm going to read out the subtitles as we go along. And we'll discuss it from there, okay? So we're going to start with the first frame of subtitles from Hanj. Okay, so what we can gather is that Ymir was once a Titan wandering outside the walls, alright? And somehow they bumped into Reiner and the gang, okay? And Bertolt, Reiner, Annie, they had a fourth team member. I think his name was Marcellus or whatever. And Ymir ate her, right? So normally, Titans don't become human when they eat someone. No, Titans don't normally become human when they eat someone. Right, but Ymir wasn't a Titan. Ymir was a human piloting a Titan. So she wasn't a... Okay. Right. But what if a Titan ate someone like Reiner, a human who can transform into a Titan? Okay. And then... I think a Titan that eats someone who can transform will revert back into a human. But... What? What? That makes no... What? Ymir was a human the whole time. She wasn't a Titan. So what? That makes no sense. Wait. I think a Titan that eats someone who can transform will revert back to a human. Okay, but here's the problem, right? That I don't understand. Where did the human transforming Titans come from to begin with, right? Was it a human experimentation drug gone wrong? Like, what created Reiner and Bertolt and Eren and Annie and Ymir? I'm like, from what I gathered was when Ymir got kicked off the wall with her friends, they injected some kind of drug into the back of her neck and then she transformed. So, and also the ending, right? The ending from the second half. No, not second half. There was only one half in season 2. Yeah, the ending in season 2, right? The pictures, they showed like this ancient, like sort of medieval society full of the religious cult of the church and these giant ass people that they used to live among them. And they were also eating human flesh. There must be something to do with that. So back then there was some cannibalistic religious society of medieval cultists that were eating human flesh, that were also titans, and they could change themselves from titans to human forms or some shit like that. But that power suddenly got lost, it got out of control, and then suddenly all of the titans that wanted to revert back to becoming humans, they had no more human transforming titans to eat, and they were stuck in their titan forms forever, and they eventually lost their minds and they just became like addled, mindless, wandering zombies out in the wide world beyond the human empire, right? Because that's what I'm suspecting, right? So yeah, they gained the power of the one they ate. Like, so what did the Ymir gain from eating Marcellus, right? I'm assuming he was also gonna transform into a titan, considering the rest of the party there were all titans and in human form. So I don't know what was up with that. So Ymir must have gained some additional power that wasn't just her gremlin golem El Skeletor form. Right, so now that we've learned that if you eat a human that can transform into a titan, you can absorb their powers, basically. So now we understand why Reiner and Bertolt was after the so-called the coordinate, okay? Their power to control all titans with that, like, mind control scream. And now we know why everyone's after Eren. Because Eren is the main male MC with the power of all for one, one for all. He has the power to control all of Titan society. Therefore, he is considered the strongest Titan. Because he controls everyone. He's the king of Titans. And now, the ecclesiarchy of the corrupted governmental society of the Illuminati overlords and the corrupted church of the Imperium. They must have some kind of Titan also in the hangar bay right now that they're not telling anybody, that they're keeping in the basement, and they're trying to infuse it with the power of Eren's almighty one for all, control all Titans superpower, and then suddenly they've created basically God himself, the king of Titans, with the power to control other Titans with no resistance. A futile effort to try and oppose that one king titan that has the power to mind control all the other titans that do his bidding. So basically the government is the true end boss of this. Oh my god, you can't be fucking serious, man. So it's not titans. So we thought at the beginning in season 1 that, oh yeah, you know, it's a post-apocalyptic world where humans are now under threat against these man-eating, giant, naked, ugly bastard titans, and it's up to Eren to defeat all the titans, when in reality, these titans are actually humans, and they're not to be defeated. They're actually, you're supposed to save them, revert them back into their normal human-sized forms, and the one that's orchestrating this grand scheme of humans' extinction was this entire time humanity itself. The reason everyone is in this mess to begin with was all because of, once again, just like in real life, just like 9/11, just like the Iraq War, just like John F. Kennedy, just like, what's his name, the guy that, Hope Estein, alright? Everyone has just once again been fallen under the blanket, under the ruse of the Illuminati overlords, of the corrupted governmental officials and the capitalism organizations of corporations, and also the Pope, and also Darth Vader, and also the ecclesiarchy of the corrupted governmental Bible bashing, kitty fiddling Catholic Church. Oh, this is such bullshit, man. Oh, I wanted to watch this show to escape reality, not to get reality shoved back in my face, full of just reality. We live in a corrupted society, and I guess this show is basically trying to hit home that message. through the telling of Titans instead of just, you know, making a one-for-one replica slice of life adaptation of real life in anime form instead, huh? Now, the part that pissed me off the most was fucking Erwin's backstory about him and his dad. The story that his dad told him and whatever. Oh my god, I got so pissed off. As if I couldn't get more triggered about the reality of human society from this episode. They had to dig it in even deeper with Erwin's backstory, right? About human society in the Attack on Titan universe. So there was this whole human civilization that existed outside of the walls, okay? But we don't remember that anymore because we've all been sheepled. We've all been herded into this wall and brainwashed, just like in real life. Brainwashed all of this time about the way human society should be and about human history and about how we should live our lives, what's good for us, what's bad for us. That's all subjective. That's all been just brainwashed, grass-fed into the sheeple society, okay? About you know, how humans should live their lives, and everything outside of the walls is all heresy, and you shouldn't ever venture outside of the walls. You'll be considered a heretic. You'll be considered an outcast if you ever defy the church and the government, and everything that's inside the walls is all happy fun times, when in reality it's anything but that. So outside of the walls must be true freedom. Anything inside the walls is just the corrupted government and the church trying to preserve their gluttony, their indulgence, their decadence, okay, of spoilt richness of their houses, of their cars, of their property, of their whorehouses, of their slaves. Just like in real life, how everyone said COVID was a hoax and they all got silenced. How that one guy flew off to Wuhan to learn the true reality of COVID and was executed, was silenced. We never got to hear from him again. How John Hope Estine got silenced. How everyone else that was trying to talk about conspiracy theories throughout life got silenced. The government, okay, has far too many skeletons in the closet, man. Just like in real life as they portray it here in this show. Anyone that knows too much and try to uncover, unravel, and destabilize. They threaten the safety and security of the peacefulness of the governmental reign of corruption. They will get axed off. Just like the guy who invented the balloon, like they said in this show. The balloon technology was far too risky, okay, for the current corrupted imperium of man's government to have let loose on their society. So they had to silence him, and they silenced somebody else as well, and somebody else. Oh my god, just bullshit, man. All right, just fucking bullshit. All right, and like that, what they said, like what you learn in the textbooks, right? The textbooks were written by the government. Once again, history is written by the victor. All right, the textbooks were written by the government. All of that info, that's not technically true. That's all bias. That's basically what everyone in the overlord society written for us to understand, for us to believe is reality. When really reality, it's been outside those walls all this time, and we've just been had the sheeple cloth pulled over, the wool pulled over our eyes this entire time. So sad, man. His dad then ended up getting silenced as well, just like what I said. He's just like Hope Estine. All right, he got silenced by the government. One day, my father didn't come home. Oh gee, I wonder why. The government thought you knew too much. Time for you to get axed off. All right, you are a threat to our decadence and indulgent society of incompetence. And now everyone is in trouble. The Survey Corps is basically like the Jedi. This is like the return of... What is this? The Empire Strikes Back. The Sith Lord rises. I can't remember what are the titles of Star Wars, alright? The Dark Sith rise again, whatever the fuck that episode of Star Wars was. And now they've executed Order 66. All the Survey Corps Jedi are to be exterminated so that we can continue the preservation of our corrupted Sith Lord organizations and capitalism and governments and religion. Okay, alright guys, I've had enough of this bullshit. Alright, so... that is all of my thoughts. Holy shit, it's a 51-minute long video. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed my rant about the politics that have gone on with this episode. Okay, I thoroughly enjoyed it, but it was also thoroughly disgusted at what I read and what I realized at how much of a mirror image of real-life society and governments this episode portrayed. Okay, next episode, we're gonna watch the gang go on the run, all right, as the government now hunts them because they are now considered expendable. They know too much. They're no longer conforming with what we want them to be, good little worker bee slaves of our overlord Illuminati society. Now we need to dispose of them, okay, before they end up overthrowing our peace. All right, guys, hope you've enjoyed my reaction to episode 40 or episode 3 of season 3 of Attack on Titan. All right, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. All of you guys that also believe about the corruption of society and the governments, all right, you guys leave me all of your thoughts down below. If all of you guys are also triggered at my conspiracy theorist ramblings of a crazy old man take on what happened this episode and all of the concepts, all of the topics that were thrown in for discussion from this episode, leave me all of your disgusted hate comments down below as well so that I can laugh at you, okay, in response. All right, any interaction is very much welcome, guys, for this controversial topic that was brought up in this episode. All right, guys, also consider joining the Discord server and signing up to my Patreon. All right, I very much appreciate it, guys, if you go do that. Big massive shout out to all of my existing patrons right now supporting me on the platform. Big massive shout outs to the Sloth Troopers Tomato and Sailor, all right, for your next extra levels of love and support, and also to the Supreme Sloth supporter as always, Eden's Musketeer. Once again, mate, just thank you so much, okay, for your top tier levels of donations and financial support. I cannot thank you enough. You're an absolute freaking legend. All right, guys, that is it for episode 3 or episode 40 of season 3 of Attack on Titan. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next week for the continuation, episode 41 or episode 4, whatever you want to call it. All right, guys, but until then, that is it from your boy. Bye for now.